Okay, let's unpack this. We've got, well, quite a stack of reports here, and a video transcript too, and they're all basically screaming the same thing.
Yeah, that AI isn't some, far-off sci-fi idea anymore.
Exactly. It's here, right now. It's not like an optional upgrade. It's just the reality. A
Yeah.
huge technological shift.
And our mission here, really, in this deep dive, is to sift through all this stuff,
Right.
pull out the really crucial insights, and figure out, okay, what does this actually mean for you, listening?
We want to get a handle on the big changes that are already happening, right? And look
Yeah.
at people who are actually doing well with this.
Exactly. Thriving, not just surviving. And pull out some, actionable strategies you can actually use to navigate all this.
And hopefully come out ahead.
That's the goal.
So, okay, goals clear. Help you make sense of this pretty seismic shift. Show how others are succeeding. Give you concrete steps. So let's just jump right in. What is changing? Because these sources make it sound pretty dramatic.
Oh, it is. And what's really striking is how fast AI went from being this sort of niche thing, maybe a cool tool,
Yeah, a novelty almost.
to being totally fundamental. A must, they say, across, well, tons of fields. It's woven in, essential, transforming whole industries already.
And the reports kind of give us this whirlwind tour, don't they? Starting with creative fields. They even have this provocative phrase.
The end of the blank page.
Right. What does that mean exactly?
Well, it's not really about AI replacing humans, being creative. It's more about augmenting it
Yeah.
massively.
So like,
Think about image generation.
yeah.
Tools like Midjourney, DLE3. You type a description and boom, there's an image instantly.
Concept visualization just got warp speed.
Exactly. Or Adobe Firefly
Yeah.
with that generative fill feature. Designers are editing images in totally new ways.
And audio, music.
Yeah, tools like AI VA, Soundful, Adobe Podcast, they can whip up whole music tracks or, clean up your podcast audio like magic. It's pretty startling how good it is.
And that's before you even get to things like ChatGPT for writing.
Runway ML for video, Pika Labs for 3D stuff, Suno AI making music from prompts. I mean, the list goes on.
Still lowering the barrier, making it faster.
Radically. For everyone, not just the pros. It democratizes creation and just speeds everything up.
Okay, moving on. Coding. Software development. The picture painted there is AI as like a co-pilot.
Precisely. A really powerful one. You've got GitHub Copilot, Amazon Q Developer, Tab9 Cody, Replit AI, Codium. They're all basically sitting next to the developer.
It's helping them code.
Yeah, the reports mention writing code like 2 to 5 times faster, getting instant suggestions, finishing your lines of code for you.
Finding bugs.
Helping with debugging. It's just fundamentally changing the sheer speed of development.
Okay, and design processes. They're getting more dynamic too.
Yes. Think UI UX design. Tools like Uzard or Canva's Magic Studio, Figma AI, Galileo AI. They let you do super rapid prototyping.
How so?
Well, you can just describe an interface, maybe rough out some ideas, and the AI generates variations instantly. You can iterate right away.
So it collapses that timeline from idea to mock-up.
Totally. It's much faster.
All right, what about the impact on, say, sales, business in general?
Okay, this is huge. This is where AI allows for, efficiency and personalization, but at a scale that was just impossible before.
Examples.
Well, CRMs, right. HubSpot AI, Salesforce, Sales Cloud, they're using AI for automating tasks, better lead scoring, more accurate forecasting. Then you have conversation intelligence, like Gong.io or Avoma. They analyze calls and meetings, finding insights you'd miss.
And outreach, getting new customers.
Yeah. Tools like Apollo AI, Clay, Copy.ai.
Yeah.
They're writing personalized outreach messages, potentially thousands of them. And what's really striking, I think, is the automation platforms.
Like Make.com, N8N.
Exactly. People are building complex AI agents with these, automating entire customer journeys, handling really intricate back-office processes. It's a pretty advanced stuff.
Wow. Okay, one more area, education. Seeing changes there, too.
Definitely. It's leading to much more personalized, scalable learning. Khan Academy's Conmigo, for instance. It acts like a Socratic tutor.
Asking questions instead of giving answers.
Right, guiding the student. Then there are intelligent tutoring systems, ITS, like Dreambox Learning. They adapt the lessons in real time based on how the student is doing.
Personalized pacing.
And think about automated grading frees up teachers. Plus, tools like MindGrasp, Course AI, those AI tutors on Udemy, even custom GPTs you can build yourself for learning.
So tailored instant support on pretty much anything.
Yeah, it's really changing how knowledge gets delivered and maybe absorbed.
Okay, so that paints a picture of just the sheer scale of change happening right now. But then the sources shift gears, right? They talk about this new class of winners.
Yes, like a new gold rush, they call it.
That sounds exciting.
It is interesting. They really focus on how actual people, individuals, small teams,
Hmm.
are using these tools today. Like right now, in the 2024-2025 timeframe. These aren't theories, they're actual examples.
Okay, like they mention Microsoft's innovators.
Yes. So people building these really specific, niche, AI-powered software services. The example given was a tool just for writing unique product descriptions for e-commerce sites.
Solving one tiny, annoying problem for lots of businesses.
Exactly. And they build a profitable, mostly automated business around it. Super focused.
Okay, what about AI-powered agencies?
So these are existing agencies, like marketing or design firms, that have gone deep on AI. They've integrated it into everything they do.
To get better results.
Way better. The material mentions one marketing agency using AI for super targeted ads, reported a 300% increase in return on ad spend for clients.
Wow, 300%.
Yeah. So AI isn't just a side thing for them. It's core to their value. Lets them charge more, too.
Makes sense. Content entrepreneurs are also seeing big changes.
Oh, absolutely. Explosive growth, potentially.
Yeah.
Think about YouTubers, bloggers.
Using Midjourney for thumbnails, maybe? ChatGPT for outline?
All of that. Midjourney for visuals, ChatGPT for outlines, research, even first drafts. It lets them just pump out way more content.
Leading to faster growth, bigger audiences.
More revenue streams, yeah. It scales their output dramatically.
And this rise of the automation consultant.
Yeah, that's highlighted as a distinct new role. People who get really good with platforms like Anake and Makey, they're in demand.
Why?
Because businesses want them to build these custom AI agents and workflows. Automate complicated stuff that used to take lots of people time. Huge cost savings, huge time savings.
The sources even mentioned that whole hustle GPT trend.
Right, where people literally just asked GPT-4 for a business plan and then did what it said.
Seriously?
Yeah, and the material notes some cases where people reported making like $10,000 to $50,000 a month within weeks just by executing the AI's instructions.
That's kind of wild. Shows the leverage, though.
Absolutely. And it connects to the idea of solo startups scaling big, right? Using tools like Makit.ai, NAN, AutoGPT.
Meaning you don't need a huge team or tons of cash anymore?
Potentially, yeah. One person with the right tools and drive can build something pretty substantial, something that used to need a whole organization.
And artists are using these tools, too.
Oh, yeah. Generative AI like Midjourney, Runway. Artists are creating viral content, which leads to brand deals, NFT launches, book collaborations.
And educators, too, you mentioned.
Creating and selling access to custom AI tutors they've built, some reportedly earning 5, even 6 figures doing that.
Okay, so the opportunity is definitely there for people who jump in and figure out how to apply this stuff. But the core message isn't just about the tools, is it? It's about mindset.
That's a huge theme, yeah. Across all the sources. Winning, they say, isn't about trying to outsmart AI or compete with it head-on.
It's about collaborating, partnering.
Exactly. Figuring out how to work with it effectively. And something that's totally non-negotiable is continuous learning.
Because it's changing so fast.
Equally. The tools, the best ways to use them, you absolutely have to commit to staying updated. You just have to.
And they really emphasize the skills that AI can't easily do, right? The human skills.
Yes, because those are what you need to direct the AI. So, critical thinking, strategy. AI can follow a plan, but you need to make the plan, ask why.
Right, the vision.
Creativity, vision, taste. AI can generate a million options, but you need the judgment, the curation to make something great out of it.
Emotional intelligence. Communication.
Vital. For dealing with people, leading, understanding what clients or users actually need, AI can't fake empathy, not really. And complex problem solving, dealing with fuzzy, ambiguous problems where there's no easy answer in the data.
And they push this idea of an AI-first mindset.
Yeah. Basically, before you start any task, just pause and ask, okay, how could AI make this faster or better or just easier?
Treating it like your go-to assistant.
Your primary assistant, yeah.
Yeah.
Your first thought for leverage?
Which ties into that AI generalist idea. You don't need a PhD in machine learning.
Right. For most people, the real value isn't in building the AI models. It's in understanding the range of what AI can do, language, vision, audio, automation, agents, and knowing how to apply it.
Apply it to your own field.
Exactly. You become the bridge. You connect the AI power to your specific domain knowledge. That's where the magic happens.
And they lay out a kind of blueprint for becoming this generalist, don't they? Seems pretty practical.
It is. It starts with just awareness, knowing the main categories exist, language models, image generators, etc. Then skill mapping.
Thinking about your own job.
Yeah, specifically identifying, okay, where could AI help me? What tasks are ripe for this? Then, crucially, experiment.
Your hands dirty.
Totally. Play with ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Midjourney, Prentice. The big accessible ones to see what they do. Then learn to automate.
Those tools like NAN, Make, Zapier.
Tools. Start building simple workflows. And once you build something useful, document it. Keep track of your little recipes, your workflows. Teach or apply. Use these skills in your actual job. Maybe do some freelancing, help other people figure it out.
And they keep coming back to prompt engineering.
Oh, yeah. They call it the new literacy. Skill of the decade, even.
Which is basically how to talk to the AI.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Learning to give clear, effective instructions so you get the output you actually want. It's the essential interface skill now. And remember, the real power comes when you combine these AI skills with the expertise you already have.
Right, your domain knowledge.
That's what makes it valuable.
Okay, so knowing all this is one thing. But how does someone actually start, putting this into their daily routine? The sources give some simple steps, right, to build momentum.
Yeah, and the key is don't try to, boil the ocean. Start really small. Step 1, identify the friction.
Meaning?
What's the single most annoying, repetitive, time-sucking thing you do regularly? Writing the same kind of email over and over, summarizing long reports, taking meeting notes. Find that one thing.
Okay, step 2, find a single tool.
Yep. Find one AI tool that's built to solve that specific problem. Meeting notes. Maybe fireflies.ai, otter.ai. Repetitive emails. Look at AI features in your CRM, or even just a text expander with AI. Brainstorming. Start with ChatGPT or Claude. Just focus on fixing that one friction point first.
Got it. Step 3, create a simple automation.
Okay, so once you have a tool, can you connect it? Use something like Make or NAN. A really common first step is automatically saving your meeting transcript somewhere.
Like recording transcription AI as saved to Google Drive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Simple, but it saves you clicks every single day. Builds confidence.
And step 4 is iterate and expand.
Right. Once that first little automation is working smoothly, look for the next bit of friction. Okay, the transcript is saved.
Mm-hmm.
Can the AI summarize it now?
Mm-hmm.
Can it pull out the action items, put them in my task list, maybe draft a follow-up email from the summary? You just build on it piece by piece, always tackling frustration or inefficiency.
And the sources also point out how AI is getting baked into specific tools, right? Like Omnition for e-commerce.
Yeah, they use that as an example. Features like AI generating subject lines, suggesting products for emails, creating custom segments.
Yeah.
It shows how AI gives you real leverage within a specific business area.
It's not just general tools, it's becoming specialized.
Exactly. It's getting embedded everywhere, vertically into different niches.
Okay, but we need a reality check here. Because the sources are also really clear, AI is just not there yet. It's not magic.
Absolutely crucial point. It is not superhuman, not all-knowing. You have to understand its limits to work with it well.
And what are those limits?
Well, the sources list several big ones. It will give you wrong information. Sometimes it hallucinates. It can completely misunderstand what you're asking for.
And waste your time.
Definitely. It can send you down useless paths if you're not careful. And a major technical limit they mention is the context window. It's memory.
It forgets things.
Yeah, it struggles to remember stuff from earlier in a long conversation or large documents unless you constantly remind it. Its short-term memory is limited compared to ours.
And they contrast that with human abilities, right?
Right. Humans have this incredibly deep, rich memory. We recall events, feelings, tiny details from years ago. The source gives this anecdote, someone remembering eating a coin as a kid.
Decades later, the whole scene.
Exactly. AI just doesn't have that. And humans have deep reasoning, true creativity making connections. AI can't. AI simulates these things based on patterns it learned.
But it's not the same.
Fundamentally different architecture, they stress. AI brain versus human brain, not the same thing at all.
So knowing the limits is key for partnering effectively. Okay, looking ahead. The reports talk about a big challenge, job displacement speed.
Yeah, because so many cognitive tasks, information work are being automated so
Sure.
quickly.
Mm.
The issue isn't just jobs disappearing, it's the skills gap that creates.
And new jobs need AI skills that people don't have yet.
Exactly. The workforce isn't ready for the speed of change.
So how can individuals prepare for that? What do the sources suggest?
A few key things. One is adopting this always in beta mindset. Just accept that you need to be constantly learning, adapting. What's valuable today might be automated tomorrow.
Keep learning.
Constantly. Second, build your personal brand around strategy and taste. Focus on the why, not just the how. What does good look like? Be the editor, the curator, the strategist who directs the AI.
Not just the person doing the task AI can do.
Right. And third, focus on your portfolio over your resume. Show what you can do. Build things, automate things, show tangible results you achieved using AI. Prove your skills.
And what about companies, organizations?
The big recommendation is invest heavily in reskilling your current workforce. Don't just lay people off and try to hire new AI people.
Yeah.
Make your existing team AI-enabled.
Train them up.
Yeah. And foster psychological safety. Create a culture where people feel safe trying new tools, experimenting, maybe failing sometimes, without fearing for their jobs.
So they actually use the tools.
Right. And fundamentally, redesign jobs. Instead of just cutting roles, think about how roles can evolve to manage AI. Question its output. Find deeper insights. Augment, don't just eliminate.
Okay. So wrapping this all up then, if we boil it down, what's the core message from all this material?
It's pretty stark, really. AI is this incredibly powerful tool. And it is absolutely here now. It's not theory, it's reality.
Reshaping work, reshaping opportunity as we speak.
Yeah. And the choice, as these sources frame it, is pretty clear.
You can kind of ignore it, hope it passes you by.
And risk being left behind as things get automated
Or you choose to lean in, commit to learning, embrace the tools.
and use AI to seriously level up your own abilities, create new opportunities, and actually, win in this new landscape.
Embrace that human AI partnership mindset.
That's it. Because the sources are crystal clear.
Yeah.
The real edge now doesn't come from knowing more than the AI. It comes from knowing how to work with the AI effectively.
So a final thought for everyone listening to start that journey, maybe just think, what's one repetitive task, just one annoying thing in your day that you could try automating? Or what's one AI tool you could just play around with today?